Hi. Sorry for saying I was going to make a video every day this month and then not having made a video in 10 days. I just hurry with this video because it's getting pretty early now. The curfew is already over, so people will start leaving the house around now. It took me forever to get here because there's lots of cars today, so I had to keep running backwards and forwards to avoid cars. I cut myself jumping into a bush and crashing into the wall behind. But I have tried several times to come out and make a video these days, and I wanted to talk about my attempt a couple of days ago. I came out to make a video and it didn't go very well. I spent 50 minutes making the first video because I included every detail. Then after that I tried it again and I made like a 10-minute video cutting all the unnecessary stuff out, but then it looked too short, so I kept trying again, including too much information, too little information, until it got out to 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I thought, well, it's too late now, and I decided to come back home. But on my way back home, I was thinking about lots of things. I was thinking especially about Nietzsche's idea of the eternal return, which I don't know if I fully understand it or not, but what I understand is that the way in which situations are similar to each other across time, but with something slightly different in each situation, is the only thing that gives things a continuity that gives them a certain peace and weight that makes life worth it. And this idea is rather compelling to me, and it is one thing that makes me think that even if life goes badly, at least, you know what I mean, obviously it is going badly, but I mean, even if it never changes, which I imagine it won't, this is something that might always give me some peace. And even if life went well, I would probably look for peace in the same thing. And as I was thinking about this, I came across a tennis court, and there was a tennis court where very different things had happened at different points in my life. Someone is coming. I need to... Buenas. Hola. I saw that man yesterday too. I don't know if you saw in the video, I just walked past him and he said good morning to me, and I think I said good morning back. I'm not actually sure if I did or not. If I did, it was very low. I tried to escape as he walked past, but I didn't really have enough room, so I couldn't. Yesterday, as I was leaving, I forgot to include this part before getting to the tennis court and thinking about all that stuff. I walked past that man, and he asked me if I had seen, he said that he had seen a dog that was on its own, and he asked me if it was mine, and I said it was not. And that was the first time I had spoken to someone IRL, since that woman who told me off last month. And before that, well, I hadn't spoken to anyone in many months. So I was very surprised that yesterday that I actually felt rather calm after speaking to this man, even though I hadn't spoken to anyone for so long. I think it was because he just seemed like such a nice person. I just didn't feel any sense of danger from him, which is very unusual for me. So after walking past him, I actually didn't even see this as much of an event. I forgot about it pretty quickly, even though it was something so extremely unusual to talk to someone else. I had forgot about it today too. I wasn't even going to talk about it in this video. But then, as I was saying, once I got to this tennis court, I thought to myself, well, I remember these, I can't remember if I said this part yet or not, that I remember doing very different things in this place at different periods of my life. I remember playing football with my dad in this court when I was around 10, and I remember skipping school and sitting there for hours when I was about 14, because it's such a because it's a place that's pretty isolated, because there's pretty high walls. I feel really embarrassed now about having acted in such a weird way when you came past, instead of just saying hello in a normal way. So just saying good morning. Yeah. Maybe I'll have another chance to say good morning to him another day. But once I got to this court, I was thinking maybe I'll have a third memory in this place. And then maybe at some point in my life I'll have a fourth memory in this place. Maybe I'll sit here when I'm really old. And when I'm 60, I'll remember playing football here when I was 10. And feeling, having fun. And maybe I remember being 14 and feeling extremely paranoid and suicidal and sitting in this place. And maybe I remember when I was 24 walking into this place, not really feeling anything, not really caring about anything. And then maybe at some point I will come to this place and feel some peace, and the peace will come from returning here. So I should keep coming back here, and I should keep coming back to other places. As I came in, I actually did feel a strong nostalgia, which I was not expecting. I was expecting to feel numb, and for this to all just be intellectual. But no, I was not actually expecting to feel anything. And then I started crying, and I started saying to myself, without really thinking, I started saying, nothing happened here, nothing will happen. And I said this again and again until I started shouting the word nothing. And I did this about 3 times, and then I realized, oh my God, everyone's going to hear me. I shouted as loud as I could, and then I walked out of the tennis court, and I came out to the highway, And it's the part of the highway. That man is coming again. I'm going to say hi in a normal way. So okay, that was over the top. I waited as he walked past with this enormous smile on my face, hoping that he would look at me, because I didn't want to be the first one to say hello, because I thought it would be weird. He said goodbye, and then I said goodbye, but I still didn't say it too loudly. Oh God. Oh. And this time his tone was slightly different. I feel like his tone was slightly friendlier the first time. He probably realized that I had been weird the first time, so now he sees me as weird. I walked out the court and came up to the highway and started thinking, all of these strange feelings, all of this strange feeling of being underwhelmed, all of this strange intensity, this constant yearning, this constant insatisfaction, and that is the best of it all. The worst is the constant suffering and frustration. That all this wondering, why did I feel like this just now? Why did I start crying? Why did I start shouting? I could spend the next couple of days thinking about it, or weeks, or a month, or years, depending, because you never know how significant anything is, or when it's happening. Or I could think about this. Why was this so intense? Why was this so disappointing? Or I could just get it over with and run into traffic. So I kept walking towards the traffic, and then thinking to myself, oh, am I actually going to do this? Is this something, will this really happen? And for some moments it really did feel very real. I kept walking forwards and then thinking, oh no, and I'm walking backwards. And I thought, well, but maybe. And then walking forwards and walking back, and I was very surprised and confused the whole time about where this was coming from. Because I'm very used to being suicidal. I've been suicidal for like half my life, but the last year I had really stopped being suicidal, and I thought it was over, because I thought I had now massively lowered my expectations for life, and I had kind of accepted that everything will probably be bad and anything good is just extra. And I had come to terms with it, and that despite that I wanted to live. So I really didn't know where this was coming from. I spent about 30 minutes just walking backwards and forwards towards the road, and forwards and backwards towards the road, and crying and falling on the floor a couple of times. And then I came back home and because I realized it was getting pretty late and people were going to start walking around, and I saw that there was someone looking from a window, and I wasn't sure if I cared or not about people seeing me, but I thought it was easier to get out of the way in case I did care, because I really wasn't sure what I was feeling at the time. And when I got home, I contacted a crisis volunteer. I had never done that before, but someone had told me that they did this and that I could contact them when I wanted, just a couple of days before. So I thought, well, maybe I'll talk to them and see if they can help me understand what happened. And it was helpful, actually, to understand what had happened. But they also wanted me to change my life and improve, and that's not really what I was looking for. I just wanted to understand the situation. I wasn't looking to make any changes because I was more curious than worried. And now I'm not sure how I feel. I don't know if now I'm going to if this is the start of if my stage of not feeling suicidal is over now, and I'm gonna feel like this again, if this is how things are going to be now, or if this was a one-time thing, because I don't really know how I feel at the moment, really. Well, the only thing I feel at the moment is extremely embarrassed about that interaction I had with that man. It was so good yesterday, and the first interaction when he said good morning both times, the other day and today, they were both so friendly. And then when I was prepared, was it because I had that massive stupid smile on my face and I looked really weird? Or was it because I made no attempt to put the mask on this time? So the first time I quickly put the mask on. The second time I looked for it but I couldn't find it, so I left it. And this time I didn't even try. It didn't seem to me that he cared about that. Maybe. Because he was wearing it. I don't know. Well, the first time I saw him, it kind of made my day. It was really nice to see him, but this time I think this has ruined my day. I mean, I'm still surprised that I was able to talk to him and look at him like normal. I haven't. This is the first time. Yeah, I guess this is the first time I've tried to look at someone in the face since. When was the last time I tried to look at someone directly? That was not my parents. That was not. 2018 maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think 2018 was the last time I tried to look at something directly. So this, I'm not sure if this was a good experience or not. I was not too nervous doing it because I liked him, but I hated the result. Oh, I don't know. Going home now. This video's dragging on. Yeah, no, it was definitely a bad thing. I shouldn't have been out this late. It's already past 6. I don't know why I got so confident. I think it's because I saw him the other day and it was fine, but I got so confident. I don't think I can fix it now, because even if I'm polite the next day, I think our relationship dynamic has already been established, and it's one that I don't like. So anyway, thank you for watching any of this video if you have, and I'll try to make another videos as soon as possible. I'm very sorry for everything that's wrong with it, and for not having made a video in all these days when I said I would. See you.